Here's how I bought a $5,500 stove. So early on in my real estate career, my first broker told me education is expensive, so learn quickly. Well, in the section of the residential purchase agreement, I happened to be representing a buyer that in section P9, the RPA, what we call it, the stove was not checked. And when my buyers came to get the keys with me on move-in date, after we had done the final walkthrough and then the sellers moved out and we showed up, believe it or not, they had taken the stove and I was furious. I pulled out the residential purchase agreement, I referenced P9, and sure enough, there was no box checked, which meant that the stove belonged to the sellers. Even though most people think it's built in, it still could be considered personal property. And in this case, what ended up happening is my buyers ended up getting an awfully nice closing gift in a stove that I purchased for them because it was my fault and that was the right thing to do. So luckily, we've learned from our mistakes and we continue to grow, and that was a decade ago, but I thought I would share that humbling story, which always reminds me, check the box for the stove.